Hey, I'm going to show you in this video a spell checker that I created for the Go programming language because I need a spell checker and also a grammar checker. Haven't gotten to that yet, but I need a spell checker for a project and a grammar checker that I'm working on. And I couldn't find one. I couldn't find one for the Go programming language. So I took a swing at creating the first one, and I put together a repository so you can check it out. So it's here, it goes to 11, and it's a public repo, so anybody's welcome to contribute to this. I'm going to show you the code here in a second. And it goes to 11, Golang spell check. And so there's a nice README file here, and let's take a look. Let's take a look at it. And so this is pretty rough, and the first part here is just gathering all of the words in the English language. And the idea behind this is to get all the words in the English language and then put them in a map. And then I could go through a document that I need to spell check, and I could take each word out of that document and I could compare it to the map and see if it exists in the map. And so if I have all the words in the English language and I have a word in the document and it exists in the map, it's like, okay, that word is spelled correctly. And if it doesn't exist in the map, it's like we've got a spelling error that should be looked into. And so the cool thing about this is when I created this code and then ran it, I ran a document through which I've written novels in my life, and so I've been working on a novel, and I've just finished it. And so the novel was right here. So this is a chapter from the novel right here, exploring a common illusion, which I think it's pretty great. And so I checked this document here for spelling errors, and I've already run that document through both Google Drive and Grammarly. So in that document, I made a couple of legit, just like obvious spelling errors like these, and I capitalized them just to see if the spell checker would find them, and it did. But also, interestingly, the spell checker that I created found a spelling error that Grammarly and Google Drive both missed. And so that should be that personas should just be persona. Personae, I don't know how you say that. And so it found that spelling error, which I thought was pretty cool. I was like, oh wow, what do you know? That's a spelling error. And so here's the code, and I'm just going to preview it briefly. But oh, this is the other great thing. Like, I've worked on this all afternoon. This is the other great thing about this repository here. And so I found really good sources for all of the words in the English language. Like, these are legitimately great sources. And then here were a couple of ads that I needed to add. So, we could change the name of that as different people. Maybe you work on this with me. But one of them here is selfies, right? That wasn't in any of these other sources, and nor was dystopic. And so I'm not sure, like, let's check that just to make sure. Maybe that was another spelling error, right? Dystopic. But dystopian. So I think I created a word. I'm gonna leave it, right? But dystopian, I guess, is what I like. Dystopic. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. And then the other really great thing was for every year from 1880 forward, here are all of the records for the people who are born. This is the Social Security Administration. And then how many people received this name, right? Were registered with that name. And so you could go in here and you can look at all the different years all the way up to 2022. So 16,573 people received the name Olivia. And, right, like, it's pretty interesting. And these kind of look like all female. I'm not sure where the male names are. I'll have to look into that. Those are all female. Oh, okay, so there are the male names. They're down here now. That's kind of interesting. Males are super low. Like, I don't know, I'll have to look at this. Oh, now we're rising in numbers with males. So there are the males with the higher numbers up here. All right, so the most popular male name, 20,456 people, received the name Liam in 2022. So that's kind of interesting. But I wanted all those names in there too, so when you're going through the document and you see like Oprah or something like that, it checks all those names. And so created a program. You can look at the code here real briefly. Created a program that opens up all those files, just the files in the files folder here. These were just other ones. And for all the sources for those documents, all the sources for that are down here where I found all those different files. And so you can check out those sources. And so then this program will go through all of the files here. These are just other files that maybe I thought I might use, so I just stuck them there. And it opens up all those files, adds them, makes sure there aren't any duplicates, cleans them, puts them all to lowercase, that entire thing. And then over here, we open up all of the, and then it produces this all words.txt, right? So here are all the words sorted, and that's kind of fun. It'd be good for Scrabble. And and then down here, we open up all of those words, and I just copy paste it down into this one. And then we open up a document we want to check. So we want to check this one, and here's all the source we're going to check it against, see if all the words in here, if it exists in that one. And so that's what this file does, and then it reports whether or not there are any spelling errors. So it's always kind of fun to see things run. And I'm going to open up all words right here, and then we'll go into the terminal, and I'll bring that over. And where am I? I'm in spell check. That's exactly where I want to be. And then I'm going to cd into 01 and gather the words. And I kind of want that all to be right. You know, I'm just going to rename that and make it, because I don't like dealing with backslashes when I'm doing things like that. So we'll call that one that, and we'll call this one here spell check like this. And then enter that, and then we'll come back up out of nothing back into 01 because it's been changed. Then we'll do a go run main.go, and then when I do this, we'll see, you know, if, well, I'm just going to delete some of these from here, and then we'll see those updates. So I'm going to run it. Let me bring this over so you can see me do it. I'm going to run it right now. Boom. And so now it's going through all of those files, and it produced a new allwords.txt. And just to make sure that this is current, I'm going to grab allwords.txt right there, Control C, and bring it down here, and Control V, and paste it in. And so we got a copy, so I'm just going to delete both those, and then do that once more here, Control V. So there are all the words down there. And then here, I'm going to switch. I'm going to go CD up a level, and then into 02, and go run main.go. And here are those spelling errors in that document. So take a look at this, and let me know if you have any suggestions for improvement. I will watch for pull requests, and I'd love to collaborate with others on it. So thanks for checking this out. If you're looking to jump into, like, you know, getting started with contributing to a project, this is great, super easy, and I think it's totally fun, and it's also totally needed. It's totally needed. There's not a great Golang spell checker out there, and then after this, we'll build a grammar checker. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, hit subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, or just say, hey, I like hearing from everybody, or if you want to learn something, you can put that down in the comments. And if you want to learn more about the Go programming language, you could go to goes to 11, right? Sorry, go to GitHub, and then goes to 11. That's my GitHub repo or account. And then go to repositories. And at repositories, I have this Learn to Code Go version 3. And so I just have a whole bunch of code here in the 000 folders where I just kind of experiment stuff. And then these folders here are all associated with my class. And in the link to this video, I'll put the link to the course outline, which will link to all the code so you could read through it. But if you want to take the entire class right here at this repo, you could go there, and I'll bring you to Udemy Todd McLeod. And then here's my course, and you could click on that, and that'll teach you the fundamentals of the Go programming language and introduce you to Go. All right, hope you enjoyed that. Catch you next time.